I will call to order the Budget Committee meeting for Clackamas County Service District Number 5 and start with introductions. Brent?
Fred Emberlin, I own the Grove Restaurant and Bar and member of MAVA.
Paul Savas, Clackamas County Commissioner.
David Amami, live out in Happy Valley, I'm resident.
Ken Humberston, Clackamas County Commissioner, Vice Chair.
Terry Gibson, Jennings Lodge.
Jim Bernard, Clackamas County Chair.
Martha Schrader, Clackamas County Commissioner.
Sonia Fisher, County Commissioner.
Don Krupp, I'm the county administrator, but I also am serving as the service district administrator as well.
Diane Padilla, Budget Manager.
Thank you. With that, I'll call for election of Chair and Secretary. Is there a motion to elect a chair?
Yes, I'd like to nominate Terry Gibson for Chair of the 2018-19 Clackamas County Service District Number 5 Budget Committee.
Is there a second?
Second.
Been moved and seconded that we elect Terry Gibson as Chair of the Service District Number 5. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, here's the gavel.
Thank you. I will now call for nominations for secretary.
I would like to nominate David Amami for Secretary of the.
Any other nominations? Hearing none. We need a second. So
Second.
Okay, thank you. Okay, are there any more nominations? Hearing none, I will close the nominations for secretary. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Nay. So David is elected secretary. And I will open the floor for Wendy Coriel for her presentation.
And so Wendy, I want to add that I hope you'll get into every light bulb, every bulb. No, we're trying to restrict this to half your time for the presentation and the last half for questions.
Okay, and is this on? Oh, there we go. Okay, that shouldn't be a problem, hopefully. Okay, good morning, Commissioners and Budget Committee members. Wendy Coriel from Clackamas County Service District Number 5. Mission of the district is to provide administration of timely and cost-effective street lighting for the unincorporated area of Clackamas County and also for the city of Happy Valley. And the district contracts with PGE for the design, installation, maintenance, and operation of streetlights in those areas. Service District Number 5 is a special service district that provides street lighting and falls under the Clackamas County Department of Transportation and Development. This slide shows a little highlight of the budget document, last page. It just indicates that the district budget is $3,883,238. And one note I'd like to just make is that the district budget is not supported by the general fund. Resources are paid by the ratepayers. Costs for streetlights are passed on to those served by the district via assessments that go out in the November property tax statements. And there are 5 primary expenditure categories. Reserve and contingency make up 38% of the budget. And as a reminder on that, each year the carryover from the previous year for the reserve is used to gap the funding while we collect revenue between, while we don't collect revenue between July and November of the subsequent fiscal year. So we carry that reserve for that purpose. Materials and services make up 49% of the budget, and that is primarily the electricity and operational costs for the streetlights. And then there is the capital improvement, and that is our project reserve, which is 13% of the budget. This is earmarked for the Mclaughlin Boulevard project that has been ongoing, and it is our petition project that we've had installing lights on Mclaughlin Boulevard. And then also part of that reserve can be used potentially for safety projects, should there be some left from the Mclaughlin project. Next slide shows some of our district performance measures. Slight changes this year. Portland General Electric performs the district repairs and maintenance District's going to do a little more work to track those customer repairs this year and do some random field inspections to track those outages. We've worked with them, but not that closely in the past, so we're just gonna work a little harder in this area. This will replace the number of new maintenance requests that are responded to, and also the number of new streetlight requests. District work is changing slightly. To better serve our customers, the district staff are going to meet regularly with PGE, as I just indicated, and we'll take the random data that we collect in the field and just talk with PGE about how we can cut our customer service time for repairs and see if there's some room to improve on those so that we can get those done sooner. The Mclaughlin Boulevard street lighting project is expected to be completed by September 30th of 2018, this year. And completion of this project will provide the staff time for those additional field inspections. Last slide is emerging issues. Last year, district decreased rates 2%, and this year we're proposing another decrease of 2%. With this decrease, it'll be in all 12 rate categories for fiscal year 18-19. And the 5-year forecast shows that the district, even with this decrease, will have the necessary ending fund balance. There's 2 potential projects the district is looking at for the future. Most of the district lights have been converted to light emitting diode or LED. And there are still a lot of high pressure sodium in the district. So we're looking at future conversions of those lights so that we can have additional cost savings. And then the other thing is the second potential project for the district is to install street lights in areas where there might be a higher need for public safety. We'd look at working with the city of Happy Valley and also through our county traffic group to identify areas that would most benefit and add additional street lighting and determine those installation costs and have future discussions on that. And with that ends my presentation, and I'm happy to answer those questions that you have.
What light pole was on that first picture?
That was, let's see, I have to go back.
Snake.
I think that's Sunnyside.
I mean, what's kind of?
Oh, that's a Cobra.
Cobra. I knew it was a snake.
Yes, that's the most utilized light in the district, and most of those have been converted to LED.
Thank you, Wendy. I will now open the hearing for public comment.
Kim has a question.
Okay.
Kim?
Okay. Ken, you have a question first?
Yeah, going to your key performance measures, part of the presentation. I see that you have 2 discontinued. The one labeled result ties directly to your first new key measure regarding maintenance. But then the second one, which says output, number of new streetlight requests, you just are discontinuing. And I'm sort of curious as to what happens to new streetlight requests, and/or are you expecting to have none this year?
We still have the street lighting request. The reason for making the change is because we're going to get the requests regardless. We wanted to do a better job of tracking the measurement of how are we doing in responding to those requests, and rather than just saying this is how many we're getting and we are reacting to those, we wanted to say how many of those are getting repaired in a timely manner and just switch that.
Well, I wasn't talking about repairs, I was talking about new. And so let's say you get, you're not tracking, if you got 15 new requests, as an example, and would you accomplish 12 of those? Or would you expect to accomplish all 15? And the output one implies that that's what you would be doing, but you've discontinued it. So I'm just trying to figure out how you're going to track the new ones. Or are you?
Right, we track the new installations just for number of installations. However, it's hard to control how many new installations we're going to get because it's just random phone calls that we get. And the number's been so small, it just doesn't seem like it's a very good measurement.
Okay. That answers my question. Thank you.
Great. Commissioner Schrader?
Yeah, so why are rates going down? You might have already, you might have always, maybe you answered it, but I'm just out in Netherlands right
fair.
now. But
And that was question of some of the other committee members. So, yes, rates are primarily going down because of the light emitting diode installations.
Okay, because it's the
yes.
efficiencies. Okay,
Another
sorry.
reason
Didn't
for
notice that.
light costs going down is that, for instance, when we do a capital improvement project in the district and we install like a road section, for instance, like Sunnyside Road, we don't absorb those ratepayers because it's not through a petition process. We're just doing the installation on the streetlights. We start collecting the revenue as projects develop, and then when they develop, we add them to the district. So sometimes we're playing a little bit of catch up on that, so there's a little fluctuation in the rates due to those installations.
So it's not because PG is lowering rates then?
Hopefully it's both.
Or-
But yeah,
Okay.
they're not lowering rates, unfortunately.
Okay.
It's nice to see that something went down.
Okay, if there was no more questions from the committee, though, I will open it up for public testimony. I'm not seeing any public testimony, so I will close the public comment period, and we will open it up for deliberation among the committee. Is there any deliberation among the committee on the lighting
Nothing
budget?
to deliberate.
Make a motion.
Okay, then I will entertain a motion to approve the budget.
I second the motion.
Gotta read the
Don't they have to do the rate?
Gotta read it.
Raise the motion.
You have to read the motion.
I have to read the motion?
Yes, please read the motion.
That's, okay. I move that the committee approve the 2018-19 budget for the Clackamas County Service District Number 5, the amount of $3,883,238, including revisions outlined in this presentation, and recommended that the revised rate schedule be adopted as presented.
I'll second.
Great, thank you. So it's been moved and seconded. All those in favor? Okay, I'm going to read this out. A motion has been made to approve the 2018-2019 budget for Clackamas County Service District Number 5 in the amount of $3,883,238 as presented, and that the rate schedule be adopted as outlined, and the motion has been seconded. I will now call for a vote. All those in favor of approving the 2018-2019 budget for Clackamas County Service District Number 5 in the amount of $3,883,238 as presented, and that the rate schedule be adopted as outlined, say aye. Aye. Unopposed? Hearing none. The motion is approved and the budget is hereby approved. Is there any other business? No. Okay, I adjourn this committee meeting.
Fair enough.